I finally got one of these, a Dr. Pepper. This review is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Awesome can. Here we go. Hello YouTubers, my name is Frederick Lopez and you are in an all-new movie review. I just got done seeing Wonder Woman and oh my god, believe the hype. It is real. Wonder Woman is a blast from start to finish. And I just have to thank Gal Gadot. I actually supported her casting since the beginning. I was a fan of her since Fast and Furious on to Fast 6. And I was really interested to see what she'd bring to the table of Wonder Woman. She did not disappoint, and she goes in the annals of history of being perfect for a character in the way that Robert Downey Jr. is perfect for Iron Man, Christopher Reeve for Superman, and Hugh Jackman as Logan. So, with that and Patty Jenkins directing, I was really looking forward to this movie, and Patty Jenkins did such an amazing job. She's been wanting to do this movie since 2005, and it's been off and on, and finally she got to direct her Wonder Woman movie. And I can tell she took influence from Superman the movie because it feels like a great origin story with having a lot of action and heart, and a lot of things that are missing from our modern day superheroes right now in film. She also directed Monster, which got Charlize Theron an Oscar, so she knows her stuff. And it's great. I haven't seen this level of skill on a comic book film since Christopher Nolan did the Dark Knight trilogy. Wonder Woman stars Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Robin Wright, Connie Nielsen, Danny Huston, Elena Anaya, and is directed by Patty Jenkins. So that's the brief cast and crew, and it is an awesome movie. This is not going to contain any spoilers. I'm going to do a spoiler review later, but pretty much it starts in modern day, and we're introduced to Wonder Woman. It's after Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and she receives a photograph from Bruce Wayne. It's the original photograph that we saw in BVS. From there, it goes on to a flashback, and it's pretty much the origin story of Wonder Woman. We get to see her grow up on Themyscira, and it's cool. They get to play with origins from the comic books, and they do it in a pretty serious way while also poking fun at some of the absurdities of her origin. All around, it's such a great origin tale. It reminds me of like the flashback scenes in Man of Steel, but it's done so much better. It's a very linear, straightforward story, and that's one thing I have to say about this film. It has everything it needs to have without feeling too stuffed and not feeling like there's anything cut out. There's no deleted scenes, and Geoff Johns took over as producer. You have better producers on this one. It feels like they have more control over this film than the previous two, and it's my favorite DCEU film probably out of the bunch so far. I don't know, it's up there with Man of Steel as far as enjoyment, but I think it's a better made film than Man of Steel. But Man of Steel and this are just awesome. Above all, it reminds me of Superman the movie and Batman Begins in a way. But it starts with her at Themyscira growing up, and then we're introduced to Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and she finds Steve Trevor land in Themyscira. She's introduced to the world of man, and pretty much it's everything you've seen in the trailer. She has to stop this war. She's introduced to the world of man, and you have two fish out of water stories. The first part being Steve Trevor in this world of the Amazons, the Amazonian women. He's like unfamiliar with it and is just totally out of his element. And then Diana, she's totally out of her element when she goes to the world of man, to London. She's very naive, and I like that. She has to learn a great deal of things, but still, despite being naive, she does learn the hard way certain things in the film, but ultimately she never loses her spirit. She has that hope, and that's something we've been desperately needing. Not only in superhero films, but just in the world right now. It reminds me of the type of hope that's instilled on people like Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve is like that for Superman. He inspired hope and showed us how the world can be. And that's what Wonder Woman brings. She brings that heroic quality to the character. And it's nice to have a really good female-driven superhero film, and also the first big-budget superhero film that's female-driven and has a female director, and it's just awesome. If you're a man or a woman, you're going to enjoy this movie. This movie is for everyone, and if you're a woman, I'm just happy that there's a hero finally. Finally, after 75 odd years, 40 years after the TV show, we finally have Wonder Woman on the big screen, and it is about damn time. And I'm just happy. I'm happy to see a hero, a female hero, finally on screen, her own movie, but I'm happy for my nieces as well as future women all around the world, women all around the world now, future daughters if I ever have any, that they can finally have a female hero they can look up to now. And that thought just kind of gets to me. There's even some elderly women at the movie, and I've been seeing all around the world on social media that they said that they've been waiting their whole lives to see this movie. It's just a monumental event, and yeah. Before I go on to more points, I give Wonder Woman a 5 out of 5. I was thinking of a 4.5 out of 5, but the more I think about it, it's a 5 out of 5 and an A+. Wonder Woman is a great film. It's the best DC EU movie right now, so far. And I can't wait to see what they do with Justice League and the characters, and they finally have more confidence in their characters. You have a director who knows what the character is and delivers. They actually have confidence in their character, and I want to see other characters besides Batman and Superman. I also love the DC intro. We get a cool intro there. But the visuals are good. You do have some CGI, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's otherworldly material we're dealing with here. There's a lot of slow-mo, but it still looks pretty cool. Very 300-like in Matrix, but above all, it flows very well. It doesn't feel too long. There's certain character moments, and the smaller, slower parts of this movie really give a lot of character development. That's one thing I have to say. The characters are very well developed in this film. I like the villain. The villain isn't as memorable as other villains, but still, it serves justice for this story. And really, it's about Steve Trevor and Diana Prince and the story of Wonder Woman's origins, and it does have a lot of great Wonder Woman action. The score is phenomenal, orchestrated, and you also have it tied to the Hans Zimmer theme, Issue With You, that little the little cool electric guitar theme. Above all, it is just a fun movie and really well made. It's probably my favorite movie of the summer so far, and one of my favorites of the year. So yeah, 5 out of 5 and an A+. If you haven't seen Wonder Woman, I highly recommend going to see Wonder Woman. If you have seen Wonder Woman, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of Wonder Woman? What is your favorite moment? I love this Wonder Woman. She's probably my favorite Wonder Woman since Linda Carter in the Justice League cartoon. And finally, we have a good female-driven movie. I love it. I love seeing a female-driven hero. You have all these females in the comic book world, and I don't see any of them on the screen. And finally, we have Wonder Woman, who is pretty much like the female Superman. I just love it. This movie is just perfect. I might see it 1 more, 2 more, maybe 3 more times. I love Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. It's full of wonders. And yeah, it brings back hope. It shows you can be an action-packed, not dark and gloomy, but just serious film while also being colorful. Just because it's colorful doesn't mean it has to have jokes. And the jokes in this are very organic. It doesn't feel like it's wink wink, we're going to make some jokes at the camera and have it all cutesy and stuff. No, it's a very lighthearted film while still being serious, but not to the point where it's dark and bleak. It has that right balance. The type of balance you see in like Sam Raimi's early Spider-Man films. Superman the movie, it basically makes a serious approach at this comic book character. And throughout all the years, it's finally nice to see Wonder Woman in her own film. They're going to plan a trilogy, and yeah, this movie is awesome. Go see it right now, and I look forward to the Justice League in November and future films. Yeah, the acting, everybody does a great job. Cinematography is amazing. I love the music, editing, the pacing. All around, it is just a fun movie that I really enjoy. And I liked all the other DC Comics films from Man of Steel. I love Man of Steel. I like the Ultimate Edition of BVS. I like the theatrical, but it's horrible after the Ultimate. And Suicide Squad I didn't like as other people, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. But this one is probably among the best, and as a fan of all the DC comic movies, I really highly enjoyed this. So go check it out, and stay tuned for my spoiler review. Anyway, that is all. Go see Wonder Woman. It's an awesome movie.